patuloy na nagbibigay serbisyo, pag-asa at saya. GMA Regional TV, kapuso ng bawat Pilipino. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Good evening. This is your GMA Regional TV Weekend News. The biggest, the latest as local news matters. Lou and Merondina.
We'd like to welcome our kapuso viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, as well as our kababayans all over the world. Alan Domingo.
Cecil Kibod Castro broadcasting live from GMA Complex in Cebu.
And this evening, we will also be joined by our counterparts from different regions. Nico Sereno from GMA RTV Balitang Bisda. Rain Palino from GMA RTV Bicol.
As well as Rial Soroche from GMA RTV1 Mindanao.
My land, we have a full and a very informative lineup of stories tonight. The biggest and the latest from the regions, together with John Ponsoy from GMA RTV Balitang Amianan and Adrian Prietos from GMA RTV 1 Western Visayas.
For today's headlines. Total death toll in the Philippines, now at 144. Confirmed COVID-19 cases reach 3,094. Holy Child visits the major streets and hospitals in the cities of Cebu and Mandaue. Outpouring of regional support for the frontliners and COVID-19 positive patients. Kapuso stars make uplifting Get Well Soon cards for COVID-19 patients.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
The number of COVID-19 positives in Luzon as well as in the provinces continue to rise. Local government units have intensified efforts to stop the virus from spreading. Details in this report by Nico Sereno of GMA Regional TV Balitang Bisda.
As the number of COVID-positive patients continue to rise nationwide, local government units have intensified their measures, especially with the implementation of the enhanced community quarantine. The cases of COVID-19 positive in the entire country continues to increase. As of 4 p.m. today, there were 3,094 total number of COVID-19 positive patients in the country, with 144 number of deaths and 57 recoveries. In Mindanao, there are a total of 97 COVID positive cases. Davao region recorded a total of 73 cases and the death toll is now at 11. The region has also recorded 21 recoveries, including the two oldest patients, patient 1528, 69 years old, and patient 1812, 70 years old, both male from Davao City. In northern Mindanao, there are 5 COVID positive cases and 1 death. Meanwhile, Socsargen has recorded a total of 7 COVID-positive cases. The 5th COVID-positive case in the region, patient 2235, a 56-year-old male from Cotabato City, has recovered. He was already discharged from the Cotabato Regional and Medical Center. In Labangan, Zamboanga del Sur, a soldier who is based at the 1st Infantry Tabak Division of the Philippine Army tested positive for COVID-19. He had a travel history in Taguig City. Contact tracing has already been done for persons that the soldier may have encountered. The military camp is currently prohibiting visitors and soldiers from coming in and out of the camp. A total of 6 COVID-19 positive patients was recorded in Zamboanga Peninsula, 3 from Zamboanga del Sur, and 3 from Zamboanga City. In Barm, the region recorded a total of 6 positive cases and 3 deaths. The number of COVID-19 positive cases in Central Visayas is also on the rise. As of 5 p.m. today, Central Visayas has recorded 34 COVID-19 positive cases. Cebu City has the highest number of cases in Central Visayas with 22 positive cases. This has prompted Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella to order the compulsory wearing of face masks. The other areas with COVID-19 positive cases are the following: Negros Oriental with 4, Cebu Province with 3 cases, 2 in Lapu-Lapu City, 2 in Mandaue City, and 1 COVID-19 positive in Bohol. Of the 34 cases, 6 died while 4 patients recovered. Negros Oriental was placed under a 14-day enhanced community quarantine starting yesterday. Based on the executive order of Governor Roel Digamo, the ECQ will last until April 18. 4 PUIs in the province died. The latest was a 70-year-old woman. In Western Visayas, 30 COVID-19 positive cases were recorded with 5 deaths. 5 of these were recorded yesterday. Western Visayas patient number 23 was the latest mortality of the region. The patient was 62 years old from Bacolod City who was identified to have close contact with Western Visayas patient number 7. DOH Region 6 has confirmed local transmission of COVID-19 in the towns of Gimbal and Lambunao, Iloilo, and Bacolod City. Iloilo Province has the highest number of COVID positive cases with 11, Bacolod City with 7, Aklan with 5, Iloilo City with 3 cases, Capiz with 3, and 1 in Negros Occidental. Meanwhile, in San Fabian, Pangasinan, a 7-year-old COVID-positive patient died last March 26 after being admitted in a hospital in La Union. The test result came out only last March 31, 5 days after the patient's death. The teachers and classmates of the patient are now included as persons under investigation. According to the latest report from the Center for Health Development Region 1, 28 positive cases were now listed in Pangasinan, 12 in La Union, 1 in Ilocos Sur, 2 in Ilocos Norte, and 5 in Dagupan City. Baguio recorded 13 cases, 3 cases in Benguet, 3 cases in Abra. 27 positives were recorded in Nueva Ecija, 20 cases in Pampanga Province, and 19 cases in Tarlac. On April 2, Bicol Region recorded its 11th COVID positive case. The 11th confirmed case is a 49-year-old female from Albay who has a known exposure to a COVID-19 positive case. She is currently admitted at the Bicol Regional Training and Teaching Hospital and in stable condition. Presently, Bicol has 87 persons under investigation. Back in Cebu, after the implementation of the enhanced community quarantine in the entire Cebu province, its component cities, as well as in highly urbanized cities, a number of individuals were arrested for violating the curfew ordinance and were issued TOP and citation tickets for violating the directive on social distancing. Many trooped to the different LGUs to ask for passes and exemption from the ECQ. Aside from applying for exemption, some went to the City Hall to ask for home quarantine passes. A number of individuals were also arrested for producing fake ECQ passes. My officials continue to urge the public to cooperate with all the measures, especially with the stay-at-home order, in order to achieve the government's goal to flatten the curve of the COVID transmission. Mai.
Thank you, Nico Sereno.
As the number of COVID-19 positive cases rises, the image of the Holy Child visited the major streets and hospitals in the cities of Cebu and Mandaue. Caloy Ramirez recorded the event during the visit of Señor Santo Niño in areas under enhanced community quarantine.
Bahanti ka ni iwasan sa akong kalag, O Senyor Santo Niño, ikaw akong gimahal, isalig ko kanimo ang tanan, usuliran. O Senyor Santo Niño, sa kanunay kapasitunggan ng imong pagbuot, magharit ning dughan. Dinhi sa sugbo, gitahod kag gisimba, nagpabig sa katawhan, hari ka sa tugma. O Senyor Santo Niño, kalipay ka sa nagsukod, pahandi ka ning dughan ko, tugma ang kipalit mo, kay ikaw man ang dalan, ang kamatuuran, o ang kaluwasan sa akong kalag, O Senyor Santo Niño, ikaw akong gimahal, isalig ko kanimo ang tanan, usuliran. O Senyor Santo Niño, sa kanunay kapasitunggan ng imong pagbuot, magharit ning dughan. Ang imong pagbuot, magharit ning
Davao City is now under enhanced community quarantine as the number of COVID-19 positive cases continues to rise. RTV 1 Mindanao's Rial Soroches has the detail.
Alan, at exactly 9 o'clock tonight, Davao City has been placed under enhanced community quarantine, prompting authorities to implement stricter measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The Davao City government has declared a 15-day enhanced community quarantine over Davao City starting 9 o'clock tonight. Under Executive Order number 23, signed by Mayor Sara Duterte, all government offices must implement work-from-home schemes and allow only a minimal number of employees to continue delivering services. All private establishments must also close except for those involved in health, food, security, money transfer, emergency services, and other essential sectors. Jeepneys are no longer allowed to travel except for those that will be hired as service for the offices and sectors which will remain open. When going out, all residents must bring a valid ID or their food and medicine pass, which will be used to buy food and medicine or to go to the hospital. Liquor ban is still in effect from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Minors, senior citizens, pregnant women, or those who are sick are not allowed to go out except when they need to go to the hospital. Everyone is asked to always wear a face mask when outside. Meanwhile, 11 people who visited New Davao Matina Galera, a cockfighting arena in Davao City, have tested positive for COVID-19. 3 have already died. as more cockfighting enthusiasts who attended the activity tested positive of the disease. The Department of Health explained that a COVID carrier has a 2.5 declared reproductive rate of the virus, which means that he or she may transfer the virus 2 to 3 other people near him or her. In a crowded place such as a cockfighting arena, chances of droplet transmission is very high, especially that the said cockfight ran from March 6 to 12. DOH further explained that when a COVID carrier coughs or sneezes, around 3,000 to 100,000 droplets get emitted and travel at a speed of 80 to 160 kilometers per hour that can reach another person or stick to surfaces. Just this week, one of the country's sub-national laboratories, the Southern Philippines Medical Center, has earned a Stage 5 classification or full-scale implementation for COVID-19 testing from the DOH, allowing it to test and release confirmatory result for COVID-19. The SPMC can test an average of 70 to 80 samples per day and aims to release results within 24 to 48 hours. In Cagayan de Oro City, the first batch of health professionals composed of 40 medical personnel from Northern Mindanao Medical Center have tested negative for COVID-19. They were placed under 14-day mandatory home quarantine after handling COVID-19 positive patients in the said hospital. In Zamboanga del Sur, a 7-year-old boy from Dumalinaw town is the youngest COVID-19 positive patient in Mindanao. He traveled to Iligan City last March 14 and went home the next day. He experienced light symptoms for 4 days and was admitted at a private hospital in Pagadian City. He was confirmed COVID-19 positive last April 1. He is now confined at the Zamboanga del Sur Medical Center. Meanwhile, a 30-year-old mother who just gave birth and a resident of Barangay Tetuan is the third COVID-19 positive case from Zamboanga City. She is a diabetic with no travel history. She had an exposure with a person who had a travel history in Manila last March 12. She experienced fever, cough, and LBM last March 19 while undergoing home quarantine. She was admitted at the Zamboanga City Medical Center last March 27. While she was on her 36th week of pregnancy, a swab sample was immediately taken before she gave birth last March 28. She tested positive for COVID-19 on April 1. She is now in stable medical condition. Authorities ask the cooperation of Mindanaoans to ensure their safety against COVID-19. Alan.
Thank you, Rial Soroche.
Sa mga kapuso natin dyan mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, mapapamili po ulit si Pepe sa alias Robin Hood. 4:10 p.m. po. Ito lang sa GMA Network. Kaya makita-kita po tayo tuwing hapon.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Nahuhuli sa pagtangkad? Mag Pediasure Plus with 37 growth nutrients and triple protein complex. Scientifically designed to improve height, weight, and immunity.
Anton, dito ka sa gitna.
Pediasure Plus.
Para mapaninis ang kwarto niya? Oh, go, shoot! Para refreshed siya, love niya ang tang. 100% vitamin C. May real fruit taste pa. Ha! Gets it done.
A smart brain, together with strong immunity, helps kids learn faster. That's why Similac Gain School has immunity-boosting HMO to help reduce illnesses so that 10 key brain nutrients are made available for faster learning. Similac Gain School.
Great things start from small beginnings.
Gusto niyo rin ba maging champion?
Para sa pangarap nila, mas pinagaling na New Milo. Ngayon, mas siksik sa Champion Energy Nutrients at mas champion sa sarap.
Milo every day.
Same price pa rin.
With aging, we lose up to 33% of muscle mass.
Give them Ensure Gold with HMB.
Helps build muscle mass so you can stay strong.
Ensure Gold with HMB.
A smart brain, together with strong immunity, helps kids learn faster. That's why Similac Gain School has immunity-boosting HMO to help produce illnesses so that 10 key brain nutrients are made available for faster learning. Similac Gain School.
We, among 9 in 10 Filipinas, go for more effective cleansing that doesn't dry our skin.
Switch to Nivea Micellar Cleanser 0% alcohol. Effectively removes dirt and makeup without stripping moisture.
Now available. Oil Control Micellar Cleanser starts at 99 SRP.
Babangon tayo, bawat araw na ito, may tapang na di susuko. Babangon tayo, susulong tayo, anumang paitang dinaranas mo, may ngiting sasalubong sa iyo. Babangon tayo.
Nahuhuli sa pagtangkad? Mag Pediasure Plus with 37 growth nutrients and triple protein complex. Scientifically designed to improve height, weight, and immunity.
Anton, dito ka sa gitna.
Pediasure Plus.
Hey girl, break your cones to the finger comb. Finger comb it with Palmolive.
May 100% natural aloe vera extract.
By supply. Adventure Palmolive.
Great things start from small beginnings. Gusto niyo rin ba maging champion?
Para sa pangarap nila, mas pinagaling na new Milo. Ngayon, mas siksik sa champion energy nutrients at mas champion sa sarap.
Milo every day.
Same price pa rin.
A smart brain, together with strong immunity, helps kids learn faster. That's why Similac Gain School has immunity-boosting HMO to help produce illnesses so that 10 key brain nutrients are made available for faster learning. Similac Gain School.
Protektahan ang kalusugan. Ilang paraan upang makaiwas sa banta ng COVID-19. Gawing madalas ang paghuhugas ng kamay gamit ang tubig at sabon. Gumamit ng alcohol o hand sanitizer kung kinakailangan. Iwasang hawakan ang iyong mata, ilong at bibig. Sumunod sa 1 metrong social distancing. Siguraduhing ma-disinfect ang mga kagamitan sa bahay tulad ng doorknobs, sofa, appliances at mga gamit sa kusina. Manatili sa loob ng bahay at palakasin ang resistensya. Isang paalala mula sa ADESA Corporation, the way to comfort living.
What is social distancing? It is a strategy to limit the spread of COVID-19. This is a conscious effort to reduce contact between people to slow down the spread of the virus. Maintain 3 feet distance from others. Avoid non-essential trips. Avoid mass gatherings. Work at home. Limit physical contact with people in the community. Use digital platforms to communicate with them. Stay at home. Wear a mask if you are sick. A message from DOH WVCHD Health Promotion.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Provinces in Western Visayas intensify quarantine efforts as COVID-19 cases increase. In Negros Occidental, more than 50 areas have been placed on lockdown after being declared as a hot zone. In Bacolod City, a barangay where a COVID-19 positive patient resides is also considered as an ultra-high risk area. Adrian Prietos will tell us more.
Yes, Cecil, here in the province of Negros Occidental, an area is declared a hot zone if it has one person who tested positive for COVID-19, a person under investigation, or at least 5 persons under monitoring. 6 days after Negros Occidental was placed under the enhanced community quarantine, 53 areas in 24 local government units were declared as hot zones. An LGU can declare as many hot zones if needed. Residents living within an identified hot zone are not allowed to leave their homes for 14 days. This is the initiative of the provincial government to combat the spread of the virus.
And the only way this thing will be effective if kuntanan kita kasunod sang aton mga directives.
According to the provincial government, basic necessities will just be delivered to each household through the help of village leaders and barangay health force.
So there's quite a number now that is being recommended as a hot zone.
Barangay 2 in the town of Ibi Magalona had earlier been declared the first hot zone, following the first positive COVID-19 case reported in the province of Negros Occidental. The patient is a 41-year-old female who had traveled to Manila and Mindanao. Meanwhile, in Bacolod City, Ultra-risk areas have been identified in Barangay Singkang Airport, Barangay Villamonte, and Barangay Takuling, where PUIs and recovering COVID-positive patients reside.
Naginanhan namon nga way na tumagyan sa piyak, doon ang piyak-piyak nga balay gin-sealed namon para hindi na siya masudlan.
In Iloilo, Governor Arthur Defensor Jr. signed Executive Order Number 100, restricting travel to and from municipalities with confirmed COVID-19 local transmission cases. This after the Department of Health Region 6 confirmed local transmission of the virus in the towns of Gimbal and Labunao. According to the DOH advisory, all residents of barangay where COVID-19 positive patients reside will be in strict home quarantine. Heightened monitoring and social distancing will also be observed in these areas. All public transportation in the province of Aklan was also suspended following the Executive Order 20-B issued by Governor Florencio Miraflores. Local government units are tasked to provide vehicles for residents who need to leave their homes. Some companies which are allowed to open under the guidelines of the enhanced community quarantine also need to provide transportation for their employees. In Capiz, a memorandum was signed by Governor Esteban Contreras designating the Rojas Memorial Provincial Hospital as a COVID-19/PUI hospital of the province. All persons identified as patients under investigation with mild symptoms and senior citizens with severe critical cases will be admitted in the said hospital. Cecil, the province of Negros Occidental, Iloilo, and Guimaras, as well as the cities of Bacolod and Iloilo, are also implementing the mandatory wearing of face masks in all public places to prevent the further spread of the virus. Back to you, Cecil.
Thank you, Adrian Prietos.
Support for the frontliners and those who are currently afflicted with the deadly coronavirus disease are outpouring. Cards with inspiring messages are all over social media, and people to continue to donate protective equipment for the frontliners. More on this report.
This young boy created cards especially for those afflicted with COVID-19. Through his personally drawn cards, JJ Maki from Talisay City tells COVID-19 positives that he is praying for them and that they must continue fighting. A doctor from Barili, Cebu, is encouraging children to also continue sending inspiring COVID get well letters. Dr. Michelle Ann Recto Dagoy, Assistant Municipal Health Officer of Barili Rural Health Center 1, said these cards mean a lot to the patients. Letters and cards made by children are scanned and sent to the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine, or RITM. The actual cards are distributed to Cebu hospitals with COVID patients as a way of reminding them not to lose hope. In Cagayan de Oro City, a group of young volunteers joined hands in making face shields for frontliners. Buddies Raven Duran and John Vincent Fiel pooled their resources for their project to distribute over 1,000 face shields to medical personnel at Northern Mindanao Medical Center, the main COVID hospital in the city. A nurse from a hospital in University Southern Mindanao in Cabacan, Cotabato, who has been under home quarantine for days, became emotional when his fellow nurses and medical workers brought food and fruits and surprised him on his birthday. Meanwhile, in Iloilo City, a private group and individuals donated containers full of fish and dressed chickens to the city's community kitchen. 249 community kitchens are stationed in 5 districts of the city to give food to the most affected residents during the enhanced community quarantine.
Na-ratio in proportion ta, kada district ginatinguan ta nga magaan sila gid nga parte nila.
Indian nationals living in the city also gave medical supplies to barangay officials. They also gave food to barangay tanods and volunteers who are assigned at different barangay checkpoints. Due to limited supply of personal protective equipment, nurses and medical staff of the Medical City Iloilo made their DIY PPEs. Their Teletubbies hazmat suit even went viral online. Aside from giving these to hospitals, they are also giving away PPEs to COVID-19 centers and isolation areas in district hospitals in Iloilo. Ilonggo designers also joined forces in designing and making PPEs for frontliners using donations from generous Ilonggos. The enforced community quarantine has truly brought the best in everyone. With the limited resources, 8 families in a barangay started pooling resources to ensure that everybody gets to eat. Women in the neighborhood prepare and cook healthy meals for everyone. In Lanao del Norte province, many residents took the White Ribbon Challenge campaign initiated by the DILG. When a white ribbon is tied outside the house, this means the homeowner will no longer accept food ration from the local government, so these can be reallocated instead for those who need it the most. Those who accepted the challenge said, though they are not rich, they have enough food for their needs. Indeed, this COVID-19 crisis has shown the Filipinos' bayanihan spirit in action, serving as a beacon of hope for everyone. I am Luan Merandina for GMA Regional TV.
The Department of Agriculture issued food passes to trucks delivering agricultural products to avoid delay at checkpoints. Joanne Ponsoy has more.
Luan farmers in Benguet and Pangasinan are having hard time in selling their products due to the imposition of the enhanced community quarantine in Luzon. The Department of Agriculture and the local government units are coming up with solutions to help these farmers. These watermelon farmers from Alaminos, Pangasinan were not able to sell their crops due to difficulties in delivering their produce posed by the enhanced community quarantine. To save the farmers from loss of profit, the local government of Alaminos bought their produce and distributed to residents as relief goods. The LGU bought vegetables and produce from other farmers as well.
Binili po namin yung mga produkto ng ating mga magsasaka dahil sa crisis na ito ay nawalan po ng demand ang ating mga magsasaka, lalo na sa mga prutas at sa mga gulay.
In Cordillera, farmers who were not able to sell their carrots in the market donated their produce to a non-government organization running a mobile kitchen who makes meals for frontliners.
Kahit palugi, kahit paano nakapag na rin kami ng mga bawi-bawi.
Instead na iuwi ng farmer ang hindi nabentang gulay, minabuti nilang niyang i-donate sa mobile kitchen para sa ating mga frontliners.
The La Trinidad Vegetable Trading Post has reopened after a 2-day closure for disinfection and sanitation. Private trading areas are still closed for the duration of the enhanced community quarantine. With social distancing measures being observed, farmers and traders complain of traffic at the trading post due to strict protocols. Some say they have been waiting in line overnight. Delivery trucks coming from outside Benguet were given preemptive measures like disinfection and scheduling of deliveries.
For the meantime, COVID, may dalawang positive sa Trinidad, kaya namin temporary closure yung mga private kasi hindi namin makontrol, kulang tayo ng taong mag-assist doon sa mga private trading area.
Meanwhile, Michael, a food trader from Urdaneta City, says he experienced delays in transporting his delivery of highland vegetables to the Binmali Public Market due to numerous stops at checkpoints along the national highway.
Ang carpe hour 8 to 5. Umalis ako 4:30. Inahabol kasi namin dito pagtitinda. Kaso wala na, hindi na namin mahabol. Anong oras na kasi, ma'am?
To ease the transport of food and agricultural products through checkpoints, the Department of Agriculture Region 1 is issuing food passes to traders online.
We will provide you online yung mga requirements and we will serve you online. You need not to go to our office. You don't need to go to our office. You simply have that be printed.
According to the Department of Agriculture, there is enough supply of agriculture products. However, they encourage the LGUs to support the local farmers by buying their products to be included in relief packs to residents. Luan.
Thank you, Joanne Ponsoy.
Hi mga kapuso! Nako, tigilan muna natin ang stress sa COVID-19 na yan. Kiligin na muna tayo. Muling balikan ang storya ni Billy at ng Jaya simula ngayong Lunes, April 6, 9:30 p.m. sa GMA Talababat pagkatapos ng Kambal Karibal.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Great things start from small beginnings. Gusto niyo rin ba maging champion?
Para sa pangarap nila, mas pinagaling na New Milo. Ngayon, mas siksik sa Champion Energy Nutrients at mas champion sa sarap.
Milo every day.
Same price pa rin.
Babangon tayo. Bawat araw na ito, may tapang na di susuko. Babangon tayo. Susulong tayo. Anumang pait ang dinaranas mo, may ngiting sasalubong sa iyo. Babangon tayo.
Great things start from small beginnings. Gusto niyo rin ba maging champion?
Para sa pangarap nila, mas pinagaling na New Milo. Ngayon, mas siksik sa Champion Energy Nutrients at mas champion sa sarap.
Milo every day.
Same price pa rin.
Patuloy ang pamamahagi ng tulong ng lokal na pamahalaan ng syudad ng Tarlac para sa mga mamamayan nitong apektado ng COVID-19. Sa pangunguna ni Mayor Christy Angeles, naabutan ng relief goods ang mga residente sa lungsod sa pamamagitan ng paglalagay ng upuan sa labas ng bawat bahay. Nagsasagawa rin ang Tarlac City ng malawakang disinfection sa bawat barangay bago ang relief distribution. Namahagi rin sila ng face masks at personal protective equipment para sa karagdagang proteksyon ng mga residente at frontliners. Patuloy naman ang pagmamonitor ng Tarlac City Health Office sa estado ng mga mamamayan at sinisiguro ng lungsod na palaging nakahanda ang kanilang mga pagamutan. Hinikayat ng Mayor Christy ang bawat barangay na magtayo ng talipapa upang maiwasan ang pagdagsa ng maraming mamimili sa pamilihang lungsod. Maigting rin ang kanilang pagpapatupad ng curfew at social distancing. Inoobliga ng lokal na pamahalaan ang lahat ng mamamayan ng lungsod na manatili sa loob ng bahay upang mapigilan ang pagkalat ng COVID-19. Maaaring tawagan ang Tarlac COVID-19 Task Force Hotline para sa tamang impormasyon at agarang aksyon. Sa pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa, malalagpasan ang bawat hamon.
The DOH strongly advises PUM to strictly observe the quarantine procedures. Stay at home for 14 days. Wear mask properly and use mask. Avoid handshake, kissing, or hugging. Do not share towels, toothbrush, glass, spoon, fork, utensils. Avoid contact with the elderly, the children, or those with medical conditions. Routinely clean doorknobs, light switches, cell phones, tables, handles, and toilet. A message from the DOH WVCHD Health Promotion.
Hinihikayat ng Department of Health sa pangunguna ng Secretary Francisco Duque III ang publiko na ikonsidera ang organ donation ng mga mahal nila sa buhay na yumao na, kabilang ang mga idineklarang brain dead. Ito'y upang matulungan ang mga kinakailangang sumailalim sa transplantation. Kasabay ito ng pagkakapasa ng Republic Act No. 7170. Kabilang sa mga maaaring idonate o sumailalim sa human transplantable organs ay ang kidney, liver, lungs, puso, intestines at pancreas, maging ang human tissue tulad ng eye tissue, buto, balat at blood vessels.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
After boundaries of Quezon and Bicol were locked down, many workers were stranded. One of them is a construction worker who walked for 2 days just to return to his family in Masbate. Rain Palino has more details.
Cecil, 19 days after Luzon was placed under enhanced community quarantine, many people are still stranded at the boundary of Quezon and Bicol in the town of Del Gallego, Camarines Sur after trying to return to their hometowns. As of Sunday, March 29, a total of 80 stranded persons from the National Capital Region was received by the 9th Infantry Division in Pili, Camarines Sur. 32 of them are bound for Masbate, 32 are from Surigao, and 16 are from General Santos City. Majority are male and 3 are females. Most of the stranded persons are construction workers. Since the lockdown, they stayed along the highway of Del Gallego, Camarines Sur for several days until they were rescued by the Philippine Army. After going through disinfection and a thorough medical checkup, they were transferred to the Old Division Training School in Pili, Camarines Sur, which now serves as temporary isolation facility or quarantine area. Major General Fernando Trinidad, commander of the 9th Infantry Division, said that the military units are prepared to accommodate individuals who are affected by the enhanced community quarantine as their response to cooperate with other government agencies in its all-out campaign against COVID-19.
Actually, sa Del Gallego, meron pa yata ngayon mga 98 na taga-Albay. Pero yung kinuha natin dito kasi, yung mga taga-Mindanao at taga-Masbate. Kasi yung Mindanao, definitely hindi na makatawid yun. Barracks that we provided for them is isolated. Talagang sila lang yung makikita mo doon sa lugar na yon. Of course, hindi naman natin sila preso dito, but then we really need to guard them.
The stranded persons staying at the Old Division Training School are grouped by their respective provinces. They are being provided with basic items such as hygiene kits and meals. While on quarantine, they are directed to observe social distancing and proper self-hygiene. They are also regularly checked by a doctor. Roque, a construction worker, walked 2 days from Muntinlupa in order to return to his family in Masbate.
Una, ma'am, doon lang kami sa kalsada natutulog. Tapos yung mayor din ng Tagkawayan, parang naawa rin sa amin, dinala kami doon sa beach.
Couple Jinky and Larry Oison also share their experience and how grateful they are for the 9th Infantry Division.
Bigla pong naghinto yung trabaho namin. Gusto sana naming umuwi po sa Jensen. Kaso naharang po sa maraming checkpoints.
Nasa sakyan natulog, yung mga kasamahan namin naglalatag lang ng trapal sa kalsada, doon na rin natutulog. Tapos nung nadala kami rito, may sarili kaming quarter, then yung pagkain namin supplied lahat. So napakalaking kaginawaan.
Cecil, to ensure the public's health and safety, the group will undergo another medical checkup after finishing the quarantine period and before leaving the camp. Cecil.
Thank you, Rain Palino.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Patuloy ang pamamahagi ng tulong ng lokal na pamahalaan ng syudad ng Tarlac para sa mga mamamayan nitong apektado ng COVID-19. Sa pangunguna ni Mayor Christy Angeles, naabutan ng relief goods ang mga residente sa lungsod sa pamamagitan ng paglalagay ng upuan sa labas ng bawat bahay. Nagsasagawa rin ang Tarlac City ng malawakang disinfection sa bawat barangay bago ang relief distribution. Namahagi rin sila ng face masks at personal protective equipment para sa karagdagang proteksyon ng mga residente at frontliners. Patuloy naman ang pagmamonitor ng Tarlac City Health Office sa estado ng mga mamamayan at sinisiguro ng lungsod na palaging nakahanda ang kanilang mga pagamutan. Hinikayat ng Mayor Christy ang bawat barangay na magtayo ng talipapa upang maiwasan ang pagdagsa ng maraming mamimili sa pamilihang lungsod. Maikting rin ang kanilang pagpapatupad ng curfew at social distancing. Inoobliga ng lokal na pamahalaan ang lahat ng mamamayan ng lungsod na manatili sa loob ng bahay upang mapigilan ang pagkalat ng COVID-19. Maaaring tawagan ang Tarlac COVID-19 Task Force Hotline para sa tamang impormasyon at agarang aksyon. Sa pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa, malalagpasan ang bawat hamon.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
A number of Kapuso artists who are staying at home joined hands in uplifting the spirits of Filipinos in these trying times. Kapuso artists like Yasmin Curdy and daughter Aisha, Max Collins and Pancho Magno, child stars Yuan Francisco,
Yuan Aleta, Lian Bautista, along with other GMA Artist Center talents, made their own Get Well Soon cards for COVID-19 positive patients. These Get Well cards will be distributed to different hospitals and LGUs. They hope that these cards will put a smile to our positive brothers and sisters and wish them well on their way to recovery. We would like to thank everyone from around the Philippines as well as our Kapuso abroad for watching this episode.
You can watch this episode and more on GMA Regional TV's official YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to get the hottest news from the regions.
Thank you for joining us, and from all of us here in Central and Eastern Visayas.
This has been GMA Regional TV Weekend News, where local news matters. Buong puso para sa mga Pilipino.
Stay safe, mga kapuso!